All right. Welcome to Hip Hop United. Today, we have the one and only Destiny Spurlock. How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Introduce yourself to everybody.
All right. Hey, everybody. I'm Destiny Spurlock. I'm a professional motorcycle drag racer, and I'm also getting into racing cars as well. That's me.
Definitely. Definitely. Well, you have an inspiring, journey so far from what I've been, researching. So, let's get into it. I guess we can start with just, you started, what age did you start?
Okay, so I started racing motorcycles when I was like 16, 17 years old, but I've always been around like motorsports. It's in my family. My mom, she rides motorcycles. My dad rides. My poppy, which is my granddad, he used to street race. My godfather, he drag races motorcycles. That's what got me into the motorcycle drag racing part of it. But it's in me. It's in my family.
It's deep. It's deep in the family. I see. Okay. All right. So you got into it. You were inspired by your family members. Now, I guess walk us through the process. Once you got into it, how was the experience?
So it was very different. I would say I was not expecting it to flow the way that it did. So my mom bought me my first bike when I was 16 years old. It was was it 2015, 2016 Gixxer Gixxer 750. I think that's '06. Excuse me,
Okay.
I'm like, that's not right. Okay. It was a 2006 Gixxer 750. That was my first bike that she bought me.
And you were a teenager.
Yeah, I was a teenager.
Okay.
Yeah. I was literally like, I barely had my license.
I'm like, did you get a motorcycle before you got a car?
Yes, I did actually. Yeah, okay. I did. So she got me that, and then I raced that literally for two months. That was it. 2 months. I raced it. I fell in love with it. Then BMW came out with their sports bike, which was the S1000. And that was their first sports bike that they've ever made. And that thing was amazing. So Brock's Performance, he had the BMW Performance Center bike. And I was like, Brock, I really want to race this bike, because he had two other veterans that had been racing for years. So I was like, Brock, please put me on this bike. I know I can do it. So everybody's like, well, you're new to racing. This is a 1000. Like, I'm going from a 750 to 1000. They're like, are you sure you can do it? I'm like, yeah, I can do it. They're like, are you sure you can do it? I'm like, yeah. So he puts me on the bike, and I set the record on it. I beat the record of my third time racing it. Totally surpassed the other two races that have been racing for 10, 20, 15 years. So when that happened, BMW was like, hey, we want you to be an ambassador for us, for our S1000, blah, blah. Like, would you want to do it? I'm like, is this a question? Yes, I want to do it. So I became an ambassador for them, and then it just kept climbing from there. So that's how that pretty much went.
Okay, so you went from racing motorcycles, now you're racing cars.
Yes, I'm getting into racing cars.
Into racing cars. Okay.
Yep. Well, let's back up. I used to race half-scale NASCARs, which are like go-karts indoors. And then from there, I was like, okay, I want to pursue NASCAR, because believe it or not, that's my first love. So pre-COVID, everything was going well. We were doing a lot of testing, and then COVID hit, and then it just halted the process. So now we're just trying to see what's going to happen.
Okay. Well, hopefully, this year things will start to get back to normal, and you can get back to what your true passion and what you're passionate about. I've been researching. Now you've been kind of stepping outside the box for a minute too. You play football too, right?
Yes, I played football in middle school and high school.
Wow. Okay. So what made you get into football, being that it's a male-dominated sport? Like, did you receive any backlash from it, or it was all, supportive?
Did not catch any backlash from my from my peers because we all grew up together in elementary, middle school, high. So we all knew each other. But the coaches came to my mom. They're like, okay, we need to have a meeting. So she's like, okay, that's cool. She's like, what's up, basically? They're like, so why does your daughter want to play football? My mom's like, because she loves it. Like, she loves football. What is it? This is what the coaches said. Right hand. They're like, well, like, does she like guys or does she like girls? And my mom's like, what does that have to do with anything? Like, she's a girl. She wants to play football. What's wrong with that? But I guess they were just trying to figure it out and understand why I call myself a girly girl. Cause I'm like really girly, but I like to do like guy stuff. So they're like, why do you want to do it? And she's just like, she wants to do it. So they had no choice but to let me try it out, and I made cuts. So yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now this show coming out, Lexus 0 to 60, that Lexus is one of my favorite cars. You know, I've been wanting one for a long time. I finally got one last year. I got a hybrid. It was like a steal of a deal. I had to get it. And I'm loving it's not the race car, but it has a sports edition. So let me ask you this. Now, I attended the event a couple of years ago when they did it. They filmed a segment in Atlanta for the show. And I'm like, wow, I hope I get to ride in one. Which Lexus did you get to drive?
I got to drive the LC, the R. What, you love the LC?
You say LC, I already know. I already know. That's the coupe, right? Is that the coupe?
Yes, that is the coupe. Yes, so I drive the LC 500. I got to drive the RCF, the GSF, and I got to ride in the IS, which I personally own myself. So, but yes.
Okay.
I got to.
I'm like, well, do you own one of the Lexuses now?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, I do.
Oh my goodness. I would love to ride in that LC. Is it LC 500?
Yes, the LC 500. So it's nice, but it's heavy. I love the RC. That was
a little lighter.
Baby. That thing has,
Is it a little lighter, the RC?
The RC, it's way lighter. I think I forgot how heavy it is, but I know it has 472 horsepower and it has a V8 engine. So I was in heaven with that thing.
Wow. Well, I got to work towards getting one. I got to get a faster one one day. But I'm loving. I have a hybrid. So I'm loving my hybrid right now, though. It's a smooth ride. It's like I'm floating floating in the air, on the street. So
exactly.
Lexus, they make great cars. Now, what can we expect from you though on this show? That's gonna it's dropping up February 22nd, right?
Yes, February 22nd. So what you can expect from me is exactly how I am right now. High energy. I'm very competitive. So you're going to see a lot of highs. I have not a lot of lows, but a lot of highs and a few lows. You'll see me and Luciana, because we're on the same team, working together and trying to basically bring our girl power to the stage and show up and show out. So you'll see a lot. You'll see me doing some drifting, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not going to give away too much, but you'll see it.
Now, are you the only female in the lineup for this go round? I don't think I've seen any other females.
No, Luciana. She is also another female. Yep, she's on my team. We're on the team together, and we also had D'Angelo on our team also. Yeah, D'Angelo's a trip. He's the class clown. And Luciana, she's like really chill, but you see her feistiness. So
okay.
Yeah. Okay. Our team is pretty cool.
I'm looking forward to it now. As far as the what station can we find the show?
So it's going to be on the Lexus channel on YouTube. So just
Oh,
type
okay.
in either Lexus and then it'll pop up, or either you can type in Lexus 0 to 60 and it'll come up on their YouTube channel.
Okay. I'm gonna be looking forward to it because like I said, I'm a fan of Lexus. Now, now, what year are you driving? Are you in the 2020s or 2021s?
Yeah. Oh, on the show,
Yeah, on the show.
we're in I think the 2020s. Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, 2020s.
Okay,
So
that's
yeah.
what I got. I got a 2020 because at the time they were getting rid of the 2020s because I wanted the 2021. And they were like, well, we got a steal of a deal on this 2020. You got to have it. I drove it, fell in love with it. I'm like, give it to me.
Actually, we're not in the 2020s. We're in the 2021s because that's when they brought out the new IS version, the new body style. So yes, everything is 2021 that I think of it. Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm most definitely logging in on the site February 22nd. What time is the show now? What time does it come on?
That I don't think it's a specific time. I think they're just gonna pop it up and everything will come up. If it is a specific time, they have not given that information to me yet. All they've given me is a date, which is the 22nd, Monday.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, so now is there anything else you got, any cats and hiding in the bag that you want to let out that you can let us know about? Can you
I'm not saying no, I don't want to say anything. I just want you to tune into Lexus 0 to 60 and check us out. This season is super cool. It's very fun. And I think you guys would be very surprised at the outcomes of a lot that happens on the show. So make sure you tune in.
Definitely, most definitely. Well, I'm going to make sure I tune in to that. Now, what I want you to do is leave everybody with your social media handles and how you can be reached.
All right, you can follow me on everything, which is Destiny Spurlock. And I'm going to spell that. It's DYSTANY Spurlock on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I don't really get on Twitter too much, but yeah, I'm there. Just Google my name and my website will pop up too.
Definitely. All right. Well, once again, everybody, Lexus 0 to 60 is going to debut on their YouTube channel. Just type that in the search engine and it'll pop up February 22nd. Y'all make sure y'all tune into my girl, Destiny Spurlock. She's going to be, whipping it, getting into it. Well, again, I do appreciate you for checking in and taking the time to speak to Hip Hop United.
Thank you so much for having me. I'll talk to you soon.
No problem. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.